things that I wasn't so good at and I was bad at. And me being a drug user just put that in front of them all the time and took from them and took vacations and nice things that they could have had or I could have had, that I used to be that guy, and just took it away for years. But got it all together 2 years ago. So grateful for that. Oh, working on 2 years. I'm sorry. I always talk, but working on 2 years now. Very close. So proud of my family for standing behind me, never giving up on me. And that means a lot. If anybody out there that's going through it and your family and you're there and you're on the edge with them and you don't know what to do and you just like want to give up on them, and then on this hand and then on this hand you don't want to give up, well, I'm here to tell you, go with this one. Don't give up on them, because sometimes all they need is a few more times, a couple more times. That's all they need, guys. Just a couple more, and they'll get it. Maybe 100 more. But don't give up on them. If everybody they don't have that one person that could change their life. So please, I'm here telling you guys, don't give up on them. Don't. They didn't give up on me. So I'm telling you, that means a lot to an addict. Man, that means a lot. But don't love them to the grave. That's what I want to talk about too. That's one of the big things that I want to talk about today. Even while I'm sitting here designing, you might hear me talk about that, is don't love them to their grave. And that's what a lot of people do to addicts. They love us to our graves. And I say me because, yeah, still an addict. I'm a recovering one, but I'm still. But people do. They love us to our grave. They don't want to see us sick, as they would call it, from getting the drug sick, being when you don't have it. But they want to not see you that way, so they help you. Or you can come up with some stories to manipulate your family a whole lot easier than a lot of other people. So that being said right there, number one, excuse me, your family's pretty easy to manipulate. Mine was, because they love you. My wife, for years, she acted like she didn't know that I was using, but she knew. And why do y'all think that she knew and never said nothing, or just kind of looked over it? Why do you guys think that? If you got loved ones that are users, you probably know, because you overlook those things because you love them, right? Yeah. But guys, I'm here to tell you that I am learning myself. My wife learned that stuff will kill you. Okay? Now you can't. I didn't say you had to give up and not love them, but you want to do that in a way that you're helping too, and not helping or loving to the grave. And you know, for an addict, it's only a couple of things that's going to happen in your life if you don't change. And this is facts. So I'm spitting everywhere and shit. This is facts. I have a lot of people that are gone that we'll never see again, and they're not coming back. My friend Chaz, he's gone. He was my brother's best friend. And speaking of that, I got a story right there to tell, but that's on another one. Speaking of what I just said, but catch that, and that'll be on another video. We're working on that right now. But my friend Chaz is no longer with us. He has lived with me. He's a family friend, and he's almost close to family. My uncle's with his mom. So he's no longer with us, and he was doing good, and all of a sudden lost his way quickly and died. Boom. And just one last 2 weeks ago, another friend of mine. And then his son died, the same friend of mine. His son died, and then his son's sister died. This is true. This is very true. There's only one of them left now, and that's his son. If I don't get it here, I might write it in the description down in the bottom where you guys can go find and follow him. He's a very good follower, or a believer in Christ, and changed his life. But he was on that same path. But he has lost his dad. He has lost his sister, his brother. And I tattooed on all of them. I know them. They're gone from the same drug I'm used. Chaz, my friend, he's gone. And guys, there's so many more. So many more. But I'm here to say that we do need our loved ones. And that's, I think, a big problem because they get thrown out. And they're homeless or not just thrown out. It's the other way around, loving them to their grave. And then you're like, well, you know, I mean, I truly cared about these people. And if I know what I know now, I probably could have helped them, guys. And I really wish I could have. I wish I could bring Chaz back every day. We love him. My kids love Chaz. He was a great guy. He did not deserve I'm sure he's in glory, but he did not deserve to die at a young age because, you know, people did love Chaz and, you know, we loved him to his grave. So don't do that. And that's just like giving them money, supporting them, giving them a house to stay in. You know, that's how you take an addict and make him live good. And believe me, an addict will take you up on that every time because that's what they're going to do. You think they're going to get better, they're going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what... Give me a second, guys. They're going to tell you what they want you to hear. Guys, I'm a recovering addict. I'm letting you know, and this is from the heart today. And I just made this video out the blue. I actually was going to sit here and do an edit, but you know, I'm not. I'm going to talk to you guys and finish this video because I feel I need to now. Well, just speaking on my buddy Chaz, I miss him so much, guys. We all do. Now I really do. Now that I'm sober, he could be a great part of society now. I could teach him things that I know now, and I know he would thrive. And I wish I knew then, because I was right there using drugs with that dude. Man. But besides that, guys, these addicts, again, your family or your friends, you have to take them like this. You want to give them positivity. Try to give them a solution to not use drugs. It's not easy. Help them. You know, offer them another way, what works for them, or maybe, you know, help them, but don't help them to the grave. You can't give them that money. You can't give them a place to stay. That's that rock bottom that they need. Now they have to hit that rock bottom and see that low of the lows. Now rock bottom is sometimes okay to a lot of addicts, but the low past the rocks a little bit, the dirty, muddy, gritty rocks, the bottomless pits, that's what they gotta hit. Like myself, when I was changing, my son in the back seat, we was riding to get my drugs, and he looked at me and he said, Dad, I can tell a difference. This ain't you, Dad. This is not you. And this is coming from I think at the time he was like 11 and a half, 12 years old. That's my oldest. And I'm taking them there, doing tattoos for these gangs to get my drugs, leaving them in the environments that I would never do if I was in my sober mind. Never do that. I would have never did that. But I'm telling you, drugs play that role in your head like you would not believe. Once you get intertwined and you keep taking drugs, it's not you. And that's what my son was reminding me. And he said it, Dad, this ain't you. I seen you do a lot of things. You smoke. Dad, you were good, but Dad, whatever you're doing now, that ain't you. Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with you. He knew it, but at that time I didn't stop. I kept going till it led to me stealing from my own family, which my wife. It's our money, but I still took when I wasn't supposed to and pay bills, and I was taking the bill money. And then my friend which I have a story on that too. Supposedly a friend who, if he's your friend, like I said, should help you through your tough and your good and bad and all the times. But it's a story on that as well. But he was my friend at the time. And the business, I went in there and I was taking money there too, just to stuff I never would do, guys. That drug, that dirty, dirty, dirty drug, heroin. Yeah, that drug. Oh my God, it's a sick. It's the devil. Yeah, that you don't want it. But yeah, that would make me take me, and I won't. That ain't me. That's not me. And I was just cashing, just doing shit that you wouldn't believe. Well, that's that part. And like I said, I overlooked all that. But when the shit hit the fan, the shit hit the fan. And, you know, but that ain't why I changed. That still didn't change me right away. I changed one day. I was just sitting at a store, literally sitting at a store, thinking about my family, thinking about what my son said, thinking about everything that I do every day just to get high. And believe me, if the drug doesn't kill you, I know y'all heard this before, the lifestyle will. That's facts. That's a proven fact. Because the shit that you do through the day just to get your drug, I'm going to tell you what, it's fucking crazy the things you'll do. The things you will do. And people that you bump shoulders with and run into every day, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. You never know who you're running across in a day. Could be a rich guy, could be poor, could be a druggie. You never know their walk of life. You never know. But I was sitting in that truck, thinking about all this stuff. Just hit me. Just boom. Andy, it's time, bro. You got to change. This is not you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Here I am today. I'm still going to counseling and I got sober. And it's been almost 2 years. But funny story is the day that the woman told me to be at that place, I had wrote it down in my truck that day, and I was actually maybe high or something, and I wrote it a day early. And you know, I went there a day early, and this woman, Chris, that's still there today, she works, and I said, I'm here for my thing. You know, I was sick, feeling it, and I was trying to get in there and get help. And she said, but you're not scheduled for today. I said, but yeah, I am. No. And we looked at, well, you're here a day early. And a lot of these places, they don't play. They send you back home. Well, I'm here to say, if she probably would have sent me home, I might have not made it back. But she didn't. The Lord worked and still working today. But she said, man, you can come in today. I'll take you in early and get it all. We'll get the ball rolling. And I let Chris know, and I still do a lot. I thank her a lot. I pat her on the back. I conversate with her. She's a good friend of mine now. She still works there. She's a great person. But yeah, she let me come in a day early, thank God. And still clean today, guys. Still clean right now. Loving my family right now. Doing all these things. Trying to change my life. And I don't think I've made a video yet like this on YouTube describing kind of my life and, you know, what I've been through a little bit. And believe me, that's just a smudge, y'all. For real, that's just a smudge. I've been through it, man. But I don't even look at that. I got nothing but love right in my heart for my family, all of you guys out there. Like and subscribe, because this is truly what my channel's about. My change and some of my past. I'll go back and talk, but it's about my change, my new form life. Debates, straight up debates. We started businesses, everything since I've been sober, and it's not easy. Are they booming? They're not doing bad. I can tell you that, but with you guys in support out there, we can do a lot more. We do photos, make sure we do a little bit of everything. But yeah, man, I thank all you guys. Thank you so much for your support. All my friends, all my family, people who stood behind me. Thank you guys. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. This video will be put on Facebook, all social media, and YouTube. Thank you guys, man. And if, like I said, if it's anyone out there, don't give up on them. Please, guys. For me and your sake, you love them. Don't give up on them, but don't love them to their grave. Peace.